I've had a lot of past and present students reach out to me and tell me that they really appreciated that it's there. And I'm talking about gay, straight, it doesn't matter. It's just a symbol that harassment won't be accepted here.
Dozens of people showing up to support an 8th grade teacher who may have to remove a pride flag in her classroom. That debate began after the Bluffton Harrison superintendent says he received a complaint about the flag. Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Jackson.
And I'm Tom Powell. We're glad you're here tonight. Tonight, the board looked over a wide-ranging policy to address what the board calls controversial topics. Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Carly Van Cleve is just back from that meeting tonight. And Carly, if this gets final approval, the teacher would have to take down the pride flag or not?
Tom, Linda, the superintendent says yes, the flag would have to go with the current drafted policy. The board voted yes to the policy on a preliminary vote, but they could add amendments at the meeting next week. The pride flag features stripes of different colors and has come to symbolize the diversity of the LGBTQ community. The one in question is in Bev Balish's 8th grade classroom. I talked to her before the meeting at a peaceful protest outside of the school where people say they supported her display of the flag. She spoke before the board tonight explaining the flag has been in her classroom for more than 2 years now. She says her students have always told her it makes them feel like they can talk to her. The majority of tonight's crowd was there to support her.
Well, if we go in there and we have a conversation about what the flag means and why it's in my room, that it's a symbol of acceptance and love and safety, that's great. That's great with me because that's why it's up there, so that the kids know they have a safe place to go.
While the majority of the people in the crowd supported displaying the pride flag, a few concerned residents spoke in support of the board's proposed policy that would ban it and other what they call controversial materials inside the classroom, saying the pride flag should not be displayed because other flags like the Confederate flag or religious flags cannot. I also talked to the Bluffton Harrison superintendent who explains the purpose of tonight's meeting.
I don't think anyone is taking a stance this evening on whether the flag should or should not stay, because that was not even the purpose of the vote. It was really to try to establish policy and getting that first step in. We're just putting out a starting point. We're having that conversation to figure out what policy we want to best serve our students.
It's important to point out that the draft of the policy never actually mentions a pride flag. Instead, it says classroom postings should not contain materials such as political or religious material that is unrelated to the curriculum and instruction goals of the course of study in the classroom. The draft also contains a document defining what the board means by controversial issues. Part of that definition, a topic that is likely to arouse both support and opposition in the community. Again, I asked the superintendent if the policy would ban the pride flag display. He says yes if the policy remains written as is. They'll work on the final language of the policy and any proposed amendments at the next school board meeting September 13th. Balish tells me she's hoping they'll add something to the policy that will allow her to continue to fly her pride flag in her classroom. Linda?
All right, Carly, thanks for the story tonight and all.